This week's Parsha and the new Sefer we're reading begins V'ele Shemot b'nei Yisrael habayim Mitzrayim. The Parsha gets its name, the Sefer gets its name, Shemot, from this introduction. It seems like a strange name for a book, Shemot. And of course, the Torah goes on to recount the names of the Shvatim, of Yaakov's children, Reuven, Shimon, Levi, Yehuda, etc. Strange that these names are repeated here as the names of the children of Yaakov who went down to Mitzrayim, because the list was already given to us in Parshat Vayigash. It's totally unnecessary. Rashi comments on this. I think this is the backdrop, the reason why Chazal understood that the names of the Jewish people were a critical part of their survival. Chazal tell us that the Jewish people were redeemed because they retained their names, their language, their dress, but the first thing, their names, their identity. And of course, the concept of a name continues to be important throughout the Parsha. If we look later at the burning bush, when Hashem reveals himself to Moshe and sends Moshe on the mission to redeem the Jewish people, sends him to Paro to demand that the Jews be freed, Moshe raises a question. Vayomer Moshe Elokim, Hinei Anochi va'el b'nei Yisrael v'amarti lahem Elohei avotechem shlochani alechem v'yamru li ma shemo ma omar alehem. Moshe asks, forget Paro, when I go to the Jewish people, they'll ask me, what is the name of God? How should I identify you? So the Parsha is about the names of the Jewish people and the name of God himself and their relationship with one another. This having been said, it makes it all the more strange that the stories told in the beginning of the Parsha leave out the names of the central characters. If you look in Perek Bet, we're told, Vayelech ish mi beit Levi vayikachet bat Levi. We're not told Amram's name, we're not told Yocheved's name. Vatar ha'isha vateled ben. We're told about her pregnancy and birth. We're not told what she names him. In fact, the Torah never tells us what Yocheved names Moshe. We're told what Bat Paro means. And the namelessness continues. We're told about his sister who stands far away, watching over the baby in the Nile. Vatetzav achoto merachok. Not Miriam, achoto. Even Bat Paro, the one who's going to pick up the cradle and save the baby, is called Bat Paro, not by her actual name. Chazal say Bitya, Batya. Why is it that we're not given the names of the people involved in this scenario here, even though the Parsha and the Sefer focuses on the concept of names? Continuing on, we're told about the two Jews. Chazal tell us Datan and Aviram fighting. Again, we're not told the names. I think there's a very deep concept there that's important for us to understand about names in general, and particularly for the Jewish people in Egypt. There are two ways of looking at a name. There are two aspects to our names. One aspect is our personal identity, whatever our personal name is. And the other is the names we have that connect us to broader frameworks. If my name is Reuven Taragin, so Reuven is a more specific name, although there are other Reuvens, but I'm not related to them. And then there are Taragins, there are people that I'm related to. And whatever Yeshivat I'm from, part of that broader identity. And then there's my broader Jewish identity. And the question is, which name is the real essence of who we are? And of course, on one level, our unique name is who we really are as opposed to other people. But our communal name is who we essentially are, what our broader identity is in connecting ourselves to something bigger and more meaningful than just our own personal decisions. And I think the lesson here of Shemot is that our real names, what's really important, are our Avot and the Shvatim, the initial children of Yaakov, and not necessarily the particularistic identities of Amram, Yocheved, Miriam, Moshe, or Tovia as he was named, Datan, Aviram. It's the bigger names that should be more important to us. And it's those names and our identification with those names that redeems us from Mitzrayim. This is a very important lesson in a world where we're focused on our individuality and our differentness and our unique identity. For us to be reminded and remember that the real identity is not how we're different, but how we're the same, and how we're connected back to the same roots of our Shevet and our Avot and Hashem with his name. This is Parshat Shemot. This is Sefer Shemot. This is the root of the redemption, shelo shinu et shmotam. Shabbat shalom.